All right, here we go. Follow up from the Monday morning pod. Follow up from Monday about reuniting with estranged father. All right, here we go. We're going back. This is a two-parter. All right, dear Bill, I'm a huge Scottish lady fan. I don't miss, the way I said that, it made me seem like she was fat. I'm a huge Scottish lady fan. I don't miss an episode of you on or off camera, and recently saw you in Glasgow. Thank you for fulfilling a bucket list gig for me by coming back to Scotland. I love Scotland. I wanted to reply to the lady wondering whether to get in touch with her estranged father on her podcast from Monday, August 26th. All right. She said, please don't do it. You'd be putting his needs before your own. You've got on with your life this far without him and do not need that negativity in your life. Yeah, this is the guy who now, because he's going to die and he feels guilty, is what it seemed like to me. He wanted to reach out. I have a similar situation with my mother. She's always put her men before myself and my siblings, and her most recent husband was abusive to us. As a result, we have all walked away from her and have gone on to lead happier lives. We were given a small fright a couple years ago when we were misinformed she had passed away. We wondered if the shock was a wake-up call and should we make amends. Then we recovered and truly realized we could never take the chance in accepting this manipulative, horrible woman back into our lives. Oh, what, did she fake her death or something? Her husband is now deceased, and she has since tried to go into my brother's place of work to try and bump into him. All such attempts from her will be knocked back. She's not a nice person, was a terrible mother, especially if there was a man in her life, and we do not want her in our lives and will continue to live happily without her. All right, in defense of the woman wanting to see her dad possibly, you haven't given any reason why all you're doing is talking about, you're superimposing your experience, which everybody's different, but I guess that's all you can go with is what you know. Therefore, please, please, please do not grant your father's wishes. He could live for many years and poison those years of your life. Walk away. You'll be so much happier for it. You can choose your friends and not your family. I have many friends I now consider my family, which I am sure you do too, and I do not missing having a mother in the slightest. Hope this helps. XXXXX, please, best regards. Yeah, I think it all comes down to, your own decision. One of my favorite opinions on that was the joke that Joe DeRosa had, where Joe was talking about being adopted. And he goes, people always come up to me and go, do you ever do you ever want to go meet your real parents? Do you ever have a desire? Do you ever want to go, see where they are? You ever want to do that? And he just goes, no. I kind of took the hint when they abandoned me. Joe DeRosa. Joe DeRosa, ladies and gentlemen, Joe DeRosa. He actually recently was on Bobby Kelly's podcast, and I saw a clip of that on Instagram. And it was fucking hilarious. Bob was trying to get him to say this super positive mantra, which Joe did, repeated a number of times before Joe went Joe. Brought some reality into